Okay, we are live.
Hello. All right.
Hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna set my watch. You can start talking.
All right. Allison Feening is live right now. Um, so everyone, welcome. Allison and I want to welcome you to the first official virtual. This is literally a virtual ruck mile that we are going to do. I don't have my location set. I'm going to walk for a solid 20 minutes, maybe more. Um, but I am live from the Hold the Line Services office and farm. Here's the office. Hello, Ranger's back there. You can't really see him, but he's back there. So I'm in the barn. I'm going to start walking. And here we go. We're officially starting our first virtual ruck mile. So as I'm talking, I'm just going to talk a little bit about our services, what we do, the ruck, all the good stuff. Allison, chime in as you want. So you should know that there is maybe more fancy ways to ruck than I am right now, but I don't think rucking has to be fancy. So I have a backpack, my trusty backpack, and for my weight, I put a half a bag of horse food in it. I duct taped it, put it in there. That's 25 pounds. So,
Yeah, I
um,
have a backpack with two 10-pound weights.
yeah. So
And I'm
Allison,
also pushing a stroller.
there we go. So Allison did the fancy way, right? So
Not really. A fancy way would be we had vests.
yeah. Oh, I need to look into that. But no. So right now I am walking the perimeter of the Hold the Line Services property. So, Hold the Line Services, what we are all about is a lot of things, but first responder, military member, and family member of those first responders, military member, mental health and emotional well being. However, we know it's more than counseling, it's a whole heck of a lot more than counseling, honestly. And we are all about taking a proactive approach, getting in and forming relationships and training and education, and just having really good conversation um, about how to change first responder mental health. And the big question is why. So, every single branch of service and first responder and military, um, the suicide rates, you're more likely to die by suicide than you are in the line of duty. And that's not okay. That's not okay. And there's a lot of factors that play into that. It's not just one. And that's what we want to mitigate. We want to stop that before it ever happens, before it even becomes an issue. So, and we know one big way of doing that is when we talk education and we talk training, we're not talking about boring, floofy stuff. We are talking about getting outdoors, hands on, working with one another, learning these things, forming these relationships to have long lasting, sustainable change. So, yeah, that's just a little bit about Hold the Line. So, the virtual rough challenge, guys, this is so funny because I'm a quiet person and I'm just talking so much right now. But I'm passionate about it, so I want to keep going. So, the virtual ruck challenge, what does that mean? So, rucking is just walking with weight. That's it. Um, Allison, are you still here or did you leave? Oh, well, I'm going to keep going. Um, so, rucking, which is walking with weight, you can do it anywhere, anytime. Um, so, if you feel like rucking, donate $10. You can do that on the website at holdthelineservices.com. Or if you want to challenge someone else to ruck a mile or two, you can donate for them. In the age of COVID, we have to be careful with how we do fundraisers right now. So this is a way to get outdoors and to help a nonprofit. So that's what we're doing. All right. So I'm going to see. Oh, all right. Ran into a stranger over there. Not a stranger. He owns the place. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna walk this pasture over here. All right. You're back, Allison. Can you hear me?
Listen, I'm in the I said I'm in the suburbs. I shouldn't be having internet connection problems.
You shouldn't, but you are, and that's life, right?
I'm going up
no,
a
I
hill,
was just
guys.
saying-
If I start panting, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn back around. So the owner of the property is actually up here in the corner. He's gonna look at me real weird because he doesn't know I'm doing this. So I'm gonna walk by him and say hello.
Oh, there's cars coming.
He's out here clearing brush. So one thing,
Get over, car.
I'm going to switch my camera. Oh, nope, I thought I was switching it. I turned it off. So one of my favorite places on this property, besides my horses, and you'll meet them here in a second, and I'm definitely thinking about having Ranger Ruck with me one day, is...
That's better than fucking pushing a stroller, sorry.
That's how you know rushing is real.
I'm gonna die.
So, where's this tree at? You can't see how pretty this tree is, but it's really pretty. All right. John Pryor, how you doing? Good.
Sorry, I'm not waiting like I spit.
Hold on. Allison and I are doing our first virtual Rough Mile. So if you hear all this craziness, that's what's happening right now.
Tell them I'm dying.
See, I'm real rucking, right? I'm kidding, Allison. So anywho, if you see me walking around, that's what's going on. Yep. All right. All right. Here we go. So, look at that sun. It makes me look majestic. Not really. We all know that's not the case. So I'm walking around. I'm getting ready to go down to the creek here in a second. So I'm not going to make Allison talk because she's going uphill right now, and that would just be mean of me. But sometimes I am a little playful. So, walking a little bit.
So, Sabrina, I know you were talking about prevention. And since research and data
You froze up on me, Allison. I'm going to wait till you come back. All right, guys. I'm going to turn my camera around a little bit so you can just enjoy the scenery for a few minutes instead of seeing my face. And Allison, you're kind of fading in and out right now, so when you have clearer service, I will be happy to answer your question.
How do I have such bad service?
I don't know, man.
Anyways, what I was saying was, do you want to go home? Well, since suicide has surpassed line of duty death and cancer, we know that prevention is key. And hold the line, what our goal is to provide prevention services at no cost. Although we love doing therapy,
no,
it sucks when somebody, you know, we could stop this, we could prevent this, we could go into departments and training earlier.
Absolutely. And you know, I think that's the heartbreaking thing that is actually kind of changing, you know, Allison and I, our vision for Hold the Line is by the time first responders, military guys usually get to us, when I say it's heartbreaking, we know these things, like with good education and good training and good prevention, could be prevented. It could be prevented. And there's lots of things that go into it, lots of it. And that's our thing is we want to, you know, we're counselors, so there's always a piece of us that will be reactive, but we want to be just as proactive, if not more proactive than we are reactive. So yeah, I'm starting to huff and puff a little bit. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ruck challenge. So ruck a mile, ruck 10, ruck 100. Donate whatever you feel like. But the thing is why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Because as much as we would love to offer our services completely for free, and that is our mission, and we want to stick to our mission to never charge a first responder or military member for what we are doing with Hold the Line. There has to be some kind of funding to make that happen. And that's what we're doing. That's where these donations will go directly, and they will go directly to our upcoming. We're doing an outdoor 3-day mental health training, keyword training, intensive at the end of September. And I emphasize the word training because it's not counseling. And with first responders and military members, you train for absolutely every possible scenario that may or may not happen, right? We need to do that with your own mental health. We have to, because your mental health controls everything else that you're doing on your job. So this 3-day intensive, one day will feature, I shouldn't use that word, it's weird. We'll be talking about stress fitness, because one of the biggest killers, or one of the biggest factors to suicide is cumulative stress, okay? So we're going to be talking about how to specifically combat cumulative stress using stress fitness by getting on the water. So yes, we are going to be kayaking, and yes, we have the kayaks donated. So we're super excited about that. So we're going to be talking about how the outdoors, specifically getting on the water, is good for mitigating stress, but specific tools you can use when you're not on the water. And then we're going to be doing a day of working with horses with equine assisted learning, which is really neat, because what I like about horses is because of their nature, because they're prey animals, they are highly attuned to what we are bringing and what's going on with us. They're crystal clear communicators, and they do not lie. So whatever you got going on is going to come out in whatever's going on with the horse, whatever activity or exercise we'll do. But then we're going to give you the tools to address it and mitigate it. So that's more communication, because let's be honest, communication definitely plays a factor in our overall stress level as well. Because, you know, it was interesting. I was in a webinar, and I know this personally just from the roles I've been in. The big S word, the suicide word. You would think the number one factor to that is stress or trauma, and it is. Whoops, something just flew right into me. It's number two, though. Stress and trauma is number two. You know what number one is? Relationship stress. Relationship stress. So, kind of tackling how to combat stress, how to communicate better. I think you're probably already a pretty good communicator, but let's enhance it even more. And anything else that comes up. Because it's really interesting what comes up with horses is whatever comes up is what needs to come up. So we can plan all we want, and we will plan, but we roll with the punches on that one. So we're going to do a day working with horses, equine assisted learning. There is a chance we might be able to slip in a little mindful or rhythmic writing. That won't be all day. That'll just be mostly ground based, but there might be just a teeny tiny bit of writing. I have to ask Ranger for permission. So kayaking, horses, and one day we're going to do what we're doing right now. We are going to talk about one thing that we're going to bring up is something called moral injury. Okay, so a lot of things that have to do with first responder world isn't just PTSD or cumulative stress or relationship stress. There's this thing called moral injury that, depending on if you think you have morals or not, you do. And sometimes what you are called to do or what you have to do, that's the key word, what you have to do, goes against everything inside of you saying don't do this. And that is an injury. And how are we going to talk about that? So we're going to hike over, something crawling on me.
Little spider probably.
Over at East Fork on the Backpacker Trail. A good chunk of the day, and I missed a piece of that. That day we're going to start off with archery, talking about emotional intelligence. Then we're going to go into hiking, talking about moral injury. And then that day is going to be a little bit longer because we're going to end with a campfire. Because what we know about all the stuff we're talking is about, if Allison and I are doing what we do, we can give you excellent training, we can give you excellent tools, we can give you excellent resources. The number one factor in your mental health, what heals, changes, grows anything when it has to do with your mental health, is relationships.
Yes, connection, for sure.
So we don't want to just give you all these tools and then push you out the door. We want you to leave with good relationships as well. That when stuff does hit the fan, you can call Allison or I, or you can call somebody else who's in this training with you. And it's training mentality. It is not counseling. So I want everyone to go into this 3-day intensive with that mentality. This is a training mentality. But also, you're going to make really good connections. Hopefully, that's the goal. So this is limited to 6 people, and we do that just because of the nature of what we're doing, and we want to keep our group small. And we want to see how beneficial it is to you. So we will be asking people to kind of fill out like a pre and post thing, like what did you know going into this? How did you feel going into this? And then coming out of it, right? So that's research on our end. Research and numbers mean, my phone was yelling at me that it was too hot. Research and numbers mean funding for us. So if we can give you an excellent product, give you an excellent training, and then replicate it, you're going to. And I'm a nerd about stress in the body and the brain, and I am going to be ordering a heart math monitor, which essentially alerts you when you are regulated, emotionally regulated or not. And we're going to see how that changes throughout the day, depending on if you're outdoors, if you're on the water, if you're working with horses, all that good stuff. So it measures a lot of different things. It's not, it measures heart rate, blood pressure, tension. It measures a whole bunch of cool things that we're able to tell in the moment. Like, hey, I'm maybe a little unregulated right now. It's really cool. I did that at one of the trainings I went to for an equine therapy training, and I loved it. So each person will get to play around with that a little bit. Hold on a second. Hello! You guys want to see the owner of the property? I don't know if he wants to see this. All right. Allison, how long have we been doing this? 20 minutes? Mile? 3 miles? I like it. You know, I saw this thing that rucking is what people do when they think running sucks. And I do. I absolutely hate running. Like, I like being active. I hate running. So, I thought there was a four-wheeler coming up on me. So, we're rucking, all right? And I'm going to switch views again and let you guys see the creek again. So, here we go. All right. Glad you like that little nature view. So, one thing, Allison, you sound like a robot right now. So I'm gonna turn it around. So we have our outdoor mental health intensive coming up. We have our virtual ruck challenge that you can participate or donate to. But also, for all you firefighters out there, we have a Halligan raffle. So, very cool. It's $10 a chance. You can do that on our website as well. So the raffle is going to go from now up until our 3-day intensive, our 3-day training. So up until September 22nd. So winners will be notified on that day. If you're local, we'll meet you with it. If you're not local, it'll be shipped to you. So there we go. All right. I'm going to let you guys see my view. Ready? You guys want to see the prettiest truck in the world? I'm kind of biased. So, I think what I'll do, I'll take you into the barn and I'll walk around the pasture one time and let you meet the horses. So, whew, my, so I got Ranger and I got Flint, and they are definitely my teammates in this. They help me a lot. So here's the prettiest stuff in the world. So, all right, I'm gonna flip this around so you can see my horses here in a second. Oh, look who's hiding in the barn.
Whew.
Look who's hiding in the barn. I'm still walking, Allison.
Well,
Ranger.
I'm done. I apologize for all the interruptions with the Wi-Fi, internet, whatever.
Look at me, I'm glistening.
I know, we are hot.
How long have we been doing this?
26 minutes now.
All right. I'm going to call that good for our first official virtual ruck mile.
Yes. So please go on, donate, do a mile, do half a mile, 10 miles. We, again, like I literally just took a backpack, put some weight in it. Sabrina took a backpack, put some horse food in it. You can do this if you have an actual vest and want to get fancy with it. We love that too. But let's all be a community and do this together. All right. Oh my gosh, look how much I'm sweating.
I know, right?
Holy crap.
You guys can see the office real quick. So this is the Hold the Line office. Very cool, right? Anyways, I'm kind of spoiled. All right. I'm going to get off here. You'll find me rucking anytime I can. I'll try to either post a picture or go live with it. And that's another thing is if you choose to ruck, we'd love to see it. Tag Hold the Line services in a picture, in a video. We want to see where you are because I think it'd be cool to see how many locations we can get.
Yes.
Yeah. And take your pets with you.
Be careful though, they may overheat.
That's true. Bring water. Bring those collapsible bowls. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here. And Allison, thank you so much for joining me on the first official virtual ruck mile. Where's my water bottle? Okay, there it is.
Thank you guys. Thanks.
All right,
guys. We can't wait to see you guys do your ruck.
Whew. All right. Bye.
Bye.